Many kinds of natural disasters occur on Earth, and among them, one of the most powerful and destructive is the tornado. A tornado is a terrifying force of nature that can pull almost everything into its swirling vortex, as if by magic. Wherever it passes, it leaves a trail of devastation behind. In many ways, it resembles a raging monster moving across the land. The destructive power of a tornado can be extremely severe. Within moments, it can tear apart homes, uproot trees, and toss vehicles through the air. Entire neighborhoods can be left in ruins after it passes. Human lives and livelihoods are often deeply affected. Houses collapse, property is destroyed, and people can lose everything they have built over years. Even livestock and farm animals are not spared from the violent force of this spinning storm. For this reason, a tornado is often compared to a monstrous force of nature. One that appears suddenly, unleashes its fury, and disappears just as quickly, leaving destruction in its wake. The formation of a tornado usually begins in regions where two very different air masses collide. On one side lies the cold, dry air from the polar regions, and on the other side, warm and moisture-laden tropical air. When these two contrasting air masses meet in the same area, the atmosphere becomes unstable, creating the perfect conditions for severe weather. This process is especially evident in a region of the central United States often referred to as Tornado Alley. Here, warm but dry air moving in from the west encounters warm, humid air rising from the central plains. When these two air masses clash, they create a distinct boundary known as a dry line. Meteorologists have long observed that many powerful thunderstorms and tornadoes tend to form along this dry line. However, another critical ingredient in tornado formation is the presence of powerful supercell thunderstorms. Inside these storms are extremely strong upward currents of air known as updrafts. When wind speed and direction change at different heights in the atmosphere, a phenomenon scientists call vertical wind shear, these updrafts can begin to rotate. This large rotating column of air within the storm is called a mesocyclone. In many cases, a tornado forms when part of this rotating system stretches downward toward the ground, creating the violent spinning funnel we recognize as a tornado. In essence, the birth of a tornado is the result of several atmospheric forces working together. And when all the right conditions align, the sky can unleash one of the most powerful and destructive natural phenomena on Earth, the tornado. Therefore, staying aware and taking proper shelter during a tornado is extremely important to protect human life. First, when a tornado begins, people should quickly take shelter in a strong building, preferably on the ground floor. It is important to stay away from windows. Taking shelter in a small room, bathroom, or under a sturdy table can be relatively safer. Second, protecting the head and body is very important during a tornado. Due to the powerful winds, different objects may fly through the air and cause injuries. For this reason, the head should be covered with a pillow, blanket, or hands to reduce the risk of injury. Third, if someone is in an open area, they should quickly lie down in a low place such as a ditch or depression in the ground. If a person is inside a vehicle, it is safer to leave the vehicle and move to a lower area for shelter.